Drama, we've got drama. There's always drama on the farm. The second concrete truck broke down, but it's all gotta be busted back out and redone.
I ain't afraid of work. I ain't afraid of play. I ain't afraid to get the job done and do it my own damn way. I ain't afraid of life. Times like this. If you mess with my freedom, I'll tell you just what you can kiss. That's right. I said if you mess with my freedom, I'll tell you just what you can kiss.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm. Today what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna get started pouring the concrete right here for the outdoor kitchen. This is gonna be stamped textured concrete, and right here is going to be broomed dyed concrete. We're gonna have some fun today. This is gonna be probably a 4-day project, and we're gonna get you guys some awesome time lapse. We'll talk a little bit about what we've got going on here. We're gonna show you how stamped concrete works. We're gonna show you how dyed concrete works, and we're gonna do some pretty unique stuff around the wellhead over here. So stick around, guys. It's gonna be a fun day. This is gonna be a 5-day video in the making. Awesome. All right, folks, welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm channel. If this is your first time here, your 50th time here, please make fun of my beard if you, if you know me. I dyed my beard. It was gray about 2 days ago, and now it looks ridiculous. I'm not very proud of that. I am, however, very proud of the outdoor kitchen right here. This is from Carolina Barn Builders. We put this up about 2 weeks ago. We poured these piers, and I'll get you some footage of the pier pouring. We poured these piers probably, I don't know, 8 weeks, 10 weeks ago, and we have had this plan in place for several years here on the farm. This is all compacted soil and crush run gravel and clean stone. So this has all been getting driven on and packed really, really hard. We built the land up a little bit here. We've got to grade out because water falls, right? So water is going to be falling this way. So we've got a few interesting pieces that are going to have to go in the ground in order to prevent flooding here in the shop building. Our concrete's going to come basically to the edge right here, and it's going to meet up with the wellhead. The wellhead right around there is going to have a little circular design, and this will all be stamped concrete. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, if I'm going to brick it, block it, something like that. But this is going to be a very unique piece to have on the farm. This is where we'll have classes, cooking classes, and potentially a wedding venue. I don't know. I don't know exactly how we're going to diversify the income on the farm with the structure, but we are. We have an additional 10-foot structure, just like this timber frame you see, that's going to go on the back right here, and that's where the outdoor kitchen portion will be. So we're thinking about putting a fire-grilled rock pizza oven back here. These piers will be wrapped in dry stack or river rock, so it's gonna really, really look nice, guys, and we'll show you all that. The concrete I can't handle on my own, but the other projects I can. So as we talked about water, and these guys are over here talking about water too, we've got to dig a trench down through here, and we've got to put a box in the ground. Let's go show you. Here's what we got. This is a gigantic concrete box. Basically, it's just a catch basin, and there will be, I guess the bottom of it somewhere around here. Okay, so the bottom's facing down. It's gonna have a grate, a steel grate in it right here. This is the steel grate, and that will serve as drainage for that area of the shop. We've got 40 foot of double walled 12-inch pipe. And again, it's all about getting water away from the building. When it rains, we'll have a huge mess if we don't find a way to get rid of water. So that's what's got to go in right there. This is an expensive project, guys. This is a once-in-a-lifetime project, and I have to do it right the first time. So we've got the best guys that I know, Raise Concrete. If you're in Southwest Virginia or North Central North Carolina, Raise Concrete's got it going on. They poured for all my friends, parents, everybody. So let's get busy. Without further ado, just thought it'd be cool for you guys to see how all this is going down. That is the front porch, and this is what the concrete is going to look like when we get done. So I'm going to shut up and let these guys get to work. Yeah. Guys, we got into a bit of a rock under the ground right here. As you can see, he's hammering away at it. We've got to get this pipe ran from that drain culvert box all the way out the back side of this building and underneath the pipe from the well. Now, so you saw the time lapse that went on. We've got everything all leveled out right here. We've got everything all framed in, and we've got this grate in the ground right here. This is a drain system that's going to drain right out through the back, way down here, and we'll drain it into a rock field. So it's going to be pretty neat. I've got a little bit of building to do. I've got to do a bulkhead down there and a few other things. So around the well, we decided to do a radius that went all the way around right here. And this will all be stamped and textured concrete, and you'll get a lot more detail on that very soon. Everything here is wrapped up tight. We're going to go right in here, and we're going to pour a 4-inch slab with a bit of a foundation right over here, because we're going to extend the building 10 feet that direction. So if you look, we've got some pier marks right here, and that's where the piers are going to go for the next section that's going to be built on the outdoor kitchen. We put a couple floor drains in case we needed a rinse, and then we put a drain in right here for the sink. So if I do put an island right here, which I'm sure I will, I'm not sure if it'll be rock or wood or what it'll be, but it'll be really cool. And we'll have a drain for our sink right here. Again, this is a 4-inch pad. We're going to be stamping and dyeing and using a release agent on this, and I'll show you what that is. So these are all the dyes, and this is the releasing agent. This is called Fiesta, and basically you just chuck the whole bag into the concrete truck, and that dyes the truck. This is color release, and you'll see that. That's what gives it the red. So the concrete itself will be a tan color, just like this, and then they put the color release on it, which is red, along with these stamps right here. And the stamps that we're using are made of silicone, and they are a natural stone look. So if you look at here, that's what the entire underside of the outdoor kitchen is going to look like right there. And then this will be dyed the same exact color as this before it had the release agent on it. So it's really going to pop. It's going to set it off really nicely. Me and the concrete guys really thought this through, and our dyes are almost a perfect match to the colors of the building, with just a slight nuance off that color. So obviously everything's not round and everything's not square, but you can see this is set to do edges, this is set to fill holes, and this is set to do larger areas. And basically these guys just go along and they press this down and tamp it down, and out comes this awesome shape, which looks like almost natural stone. So at this point, we have our coffee and we wait for the concrete truck. Hope you guys are enjoying. Hit that like button. What you got there, buddy?
Integral color.
Integral color.
Yes.
Just chuck that in there, it dissolves.
Yep, throw it in there, cut the bag about halfway, let it mix, and it dissolves.
Nice. Awesome. What's it look like? Can you open it?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Perfecto. Yeah, where's the next truck? What's going on, man? Drama, we've got drama. There's always drama on the farm. If we don't get this done, we'll lose the farm. No. What happened was the second concrete truck broke down, okay? So we were at about an hour out. The second concrete truck should have been lined up here ready to rock and roll. The third concrete truck was loaded and on the way, but we were an hour and 40 minutes out. This has to be done, and it has to be done perfect. It has to be done right, paying big bucks to get this job done. So what's gonna have to happen is, since one concrete truck broke down and it had to sit here and the dye had to be ran through the concrete so that we could get the right tan color, we had to call off the other concrete truck. And what these guys are doing now is putting a bulkhead in right on a cut line. I'll show you. So they're floating the concrete out right here. We would typically have a line cut in right here, a relief cut right there. So what they're doing is building a bulkhead up, and they will finish one half right here, and then they'll finish the second half tomorrow. What that means is all of this concrete and dye has been wasted because of the concrete truck breaking down. So I'm not sure what kind of relationship they have with the concrete company or how this is all gonna work, but man, that seems like such a waste. But it's all gotta be busted back out and redone. I guess this is the way it goes sometimes. So right now, they're getting everything floated out and they're gonna start stamping. All right, guys, so we are back on the job here. I have a cold, a nasty cold, and it's getting worse. I don't know what the deal is, but I've got a nasty cold. We're gonna show you guys. I'm gonna keep my distance from the folks that are doing all the work here, but they're rinsing off the release agent right now, and they're gonna get started. They had to bust up that section. You'll see some footage of busting up that section of concrete that we couldn't use, and the concrete truck should be on the way here shortly. It's raining a little bit this morning, so different plan. We're gonna do that section today, and then tomorrow gonna do this section. This is a long project. Guys, this is a big drain box. This drain box is to catch all the water that comes off of here, out of that gutter, off of that roof. Everything is gonna flow down to this drain box, and we'll come back in here and we'll gravel everything over. Pretty amazing the contrast of the colors that you see here. So this red release agent, this will actually be scrubbed down, and this will be stamped and textured within the next 45 minutes or so. But it's pretty neat to see how the dyed concrete turns red, and then once it's scrubbed, and you guys will see that in just a few minutes, how good it's gonna look. Then it gets 2 coats of sealer. you'll see a couple pipes sticking up. This is a drain pipe. There's a drain over there. There's a drain over there. This is for a potential sink that might be in here. The water system for out here, and what we'll put in is a on-demand hot water system. And right here is for power, for potentially running power. We'll put a junction box right here and a circuit breaker box right here if we decide to run power out to this unit. We may just run extension cords, but I doubt it. If we're gonna do this much, we might as well do it all right. It's a little bit loud right now, but you need to know what's going on. So concrete tends to crack off the corners. So it'll crack off of the corners of each one of these piers, and you also saw I'm dropping some rebar in around that drain grate. It'll crack off the corners of that. So they'll drop in rebar pieces on each corner, and then they'll cut their relief joints. The relief joints are what trains the concrete to crack. In other words, the concrete will crack on the relief joint, not crack out here in the middle of the pad, and that's why we cut relief joints in each pad. The truck is on the way, or pulling up. We're getting ready to dye this concrete, okay? So we've already got both sections poured of the stamped concrete over here, and they've had the release agent put on there. The guys have been rinsing and blowing it off here. We've got to pour this section in two portions. So the driveway portion and the ramped up portion. So let me show you guys how this is gonna be ramped up. There's gonna be a bit of a breakfast nook kind of area right here, and there's going to be a ramp up right here, and you can't hardly see it, but you can see the form for the ramp. So we need to be able to take stuff from the garage door butcher shop here out the door and roll it up onto the outdoor kitchen area. So that's what that's all about. Look at how they went around the pipe right here for the well. This is going to be surrounded by some sort of decorative setup. I don't even know, probably some rock, like river rock, and all these piers will be wrapped in river rock too. So we got to pour this, and there are 1, 2, 3 ramp ups. So we got to ramp up to the door, we got to ramp up to here. Guys, it's really important to know, don't pour concrete over top of metal. We're only pouring it up to here, so they have to ramp up to here, okay? If you pour it over top of metal, that concrete will degrade that metal and cause it to rust. So it's very important that you don't do that. The water will fall that way. Awesome. Truck just showed up, and they're gonna start dyeing the concrete again. Whew, it's the job, boys.
Vamos, vamos. Pasa. Vamos, acá, allá.
All right, guys, it has been 2 weeks in the making, and this is our finished product. So we finally got the concrete poured here. So from start to finish here, guys, this cost around, I'll post it down there. I can't even tell you what it costs. It's gonna be expensive. I haven't got the final bill yet. But we thought things through and we did things right. Hopefully every contingency has been thought about. This is looking absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna turn the camera around and let you guys take a look. That is beautiful. That stamped concrete is awesome. So it's still gotta dry, so I can't walk on it, can't use it for probably 2 days or so. We're gonna go ahead and we'll be putting the next section on the back of the outdoor kitchen. Guys, tell me what you think. What do you think about this? This is really cool. We've got one more coat of sealer that we're gonna put on this tomorrow. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. From the textured stamped concrete all the way over here to the dyed concrete between the building. This is gonna be awesome. We're ramped up to go between the door and the outdoor kitchen. And this is just a thing of beauty, guys. Can't thank Ray's Concrete enough. This is Larry Ray's Concrete, Carolina Barn Builders, and DWS Steel Structures right here. Can't even see my face, it's so bright, guys. Thanks a lot for joining me. Hit that like button if you like this kind of content. Be sure you subscribe. There's going to be a lot more going on here in this outdoor kitchen. I can't wait to bring you the first cooking video right here in the outdoor kitchen. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching Stoney Ridge Farm Channel. We'll see you next time on the Stoney Ridge. Woo!
Well, come on down to the Stoney Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge.
Look at that hat, man. That's nice. I like it. Sombrero, my amigo. Don't miss. Guys, this guy's what? This is your second week on the job?
First day.
First day. First day. Don't break my rock, man.